All right, so you know the feeling, right? Every single morning, Finmagine Trader throws over 150 potential momentum stocks at you. It's a lot. Well, today I'm going to show you exactly how to slice through that noise. We're going to go from that huge list down to your best 4 to 8 setups, and we're going to do it in under 5 minutes. How? By using 3 incredibly precise filters that, and this is the key, work on completely different dimensions. Okay, let's get right into it.
So yeah, this is the challenge we face every single morning. You pop open the extension, you click on that Stage 2 tab, and boom, you're staring at a list of 150, sometimes even 160 or more stocks. And the market's going to open in just a few minutes, right? It's just a classic case of information overload.
So, here's our game plan to get you from feeling overwhelmed to being totally in control. First, we'll talk about this signal-to-noise problem so we know exactly what we're up against. Then, we're going to break down our 3 secret weapons, the index filter, the market cap filter, and the score filter. After that, I'll show you how to stack them for surgical precision. And we'll wrap it all up with a simple, step-by-step morning workflow you can literally use every single day to find your best setups super fast. Okay, let's start with the core issue here. A huge list of stocks that just, passes some technical screen. It's just a list. It's not an actionable plan. I mean, there's no way you can possibly research all of those names before the market opens. It's just not going to happen. And let's actually put some numbers on this, right? On a totally typical morning, you might see something like 153 stocks in a stage 2 uptrend. 59 of them are near their 52-week high. Another 62 are trading on high volume. The numbers are just huge. The potential is definitely in there somewhere, but it's buried under a mountain of data. Now, you might be thinking, hey, what about the All 3 tab? And look, it does a great job, don't get me wrong. It narrows that list down to maybe 4 to 12 names. But even that isn't the final answer. The real question, the one that really matters is, which one of those stocks actually fits your specific strategy for today? That's what we need to figure out. All right, let's get into our first tool. This is the index filter. I really want you to think of this one as your first line of defense, your main quality control. This filter isn't about price, it's not about volume, it's about the fundamental universe of companies you're even willing to consider in the first place. So you've got 4 tiers to choose from. You've got the Nifty 50, which is just your classic blue chip large caps. Then the Nifty 100 and 200, they broaden that out a bit to include other quality large and mid caps. And then you have the Nifty 500. This is pretty much the standard institutional universe, the top 500 companies. This is your first, and honestly, your most powerful cut. Now, here's something that's actually really important to get. This isn't just filtering the list you see on your screen. No, when you select an index, you are actually changing the scan itself on the server. So the numbers you see are always dead-on accurate for that specific group of stocks. So what's the recommendation? For most traders, just start with the Nifty 500. It gives you this fantastic balance of opportunity and quality. All right, let's move on to our second filter, the MCAP filter. Now, this one works on a completely different dimension, company size, or, market cap. This is all about making sure the stocks you're seeing match the kind of stocks your trading strategy is built for. So you can basically set a minimum size. You can start at 500 crores, which gets rid of all the really tiny microcaps, or you can go all the way up to 25,000 crores if you only want to trade the big guys, the large caps. Here's a pro tip. For that big Stage 2 tab, just setting a floor of 5,000 crores is often the fastest way to just slash the noise and focus on those quality mid-caps and up. And you can see here how these filters start to stack up beautifully. We've picked our index, now we're adding a market cap floor. But, and this is a really important warning, do not apply a high market cap filter when you're on the VCP tab. Why? Because that VCP scan is specifically designed to hunt for small and mid-cap stocks that are coiling up. If you filter for large caps there, you'll basically wipe out all your results. Okay, on to our third and final filter. And I gotta say, this one is my personal favorite, the score filter. So think about it like this. If the index filter is about quality and the MCAP filter is about size, then the score filter is all about measuring the conviction behind a signal. So what exactly is the score? Well, it's super simple. It's just a number from 1 to 4, and it tells you how many of our 4 separate signals, that's stage 2, near high, high volume, and VCP, are all firing at the exact same time for the exact same stock. It's basically a measure of signal confluence. A score of 4. Man, this is the holy grail. Think about what that means. It means a stock is in a stage 2 uptrend. It's near its 52-week high, it's got high institutional volume, and it's in a VCP compression pattern. You have four totally different ways of looking at a stock, and they're all screaming the same name. The chances of that being just a random fluke? Incredibly low. And that right there is why a score 4 stock is so valuable. It's rare. I mean, you might see 0, maybe up to 5 of them on a good day. But that rarity, that's the entire point. It means the scanner has maximum conviction, and it's basically forcing you to sit up and pay attention to that stock. And check out the power of this in action. On the left, we've got 6 stocks. A few of them have a score of just 1, meaning only one little signal is firing. But watch this. With just one click to set the score to 2 or higher, bam! We instantly get rid of that single signal noise, and we're left with only the higher conviction multi-signal names. It really is that fast. So now we have our 3 tools. And this is where the real magic happens, when we start stacking them together. Because they each work on a separate axis, right? Quality, size, and conviction, they don't really overlap. What they do is create pure precision. Here are 4 really practical combinations you can use to get started. Think of them as playbooks. If you want quality momentum, you'd go to the Stage 2 tab, set it to Nifty 500, and put on a mid-cap floor. For maximum conviction, you jump to the All 3 tab and filter for a score of exactly 4. If you're hunting small caps, you'll live on the VCP tab. And for those big, institutional-grade breakouts, you can screen the Nifty 100 for stocks near their highs. These are your starting plays. And this is what it's all about. This is what it all leads to. We've gone from what, maybe 150, 160 stocks, all the way down to just 4. This isn't just some random list anymore. This is a precise, high-conviction shortlist. Every single name on here has passed multiple independent checks. Now you can finally start your real analysis. Okay, so let's put this all together into a simple, repeatable routine. Seriously, this should take you less than 5 minutes every single morning. All right, let's walk through it. Here's your morning workflow. Step 1, pop open the extension and just glance at the number on the All 3 tab. It's kind of like a quick market health check. Step 2, immediately set your index filter to Nifty 500. Step 3, now check that All 3 tab again, but this time look for any of those rare Score 4 stocks. They are your absolute top priority. Step 4, flip over to the Stage 2 tab and filter for a score of 3 or higher. Step 5, tweak your MCAP filter based on whatever your strategy is for the day. And finally, Step 6, export those symbols to your TradingView watch list. And you're done. And really, this is the main takeaway. This whole workflow, it's designed to do one thing: get you away from scanning and in front of your charts as fast as humanly possible. Because your real job, your real value as a trader, comes from your analysis and your execution, not from spending an hour just digging through a giant list of stocks. So, what are your next steps? Well, first, if you haven't already, go install Finmagine Trader. It's free from the Chrome Web Store. Then, come join the Finmagine WhatsApp community and connect with other traders like you. And of course, make sure you tune in for our next explainer, where we're going to do a deep dive into mastering VCP breakouts. So, I'll leave you with this question. Which filter combination are you going to use to find your next big winner tomorrow morning?